What's up guys, welcome back to the next video on learning Kotlin functions. My name is QTS Dani and you guys are watching my channel Kotlin. Alright, so in this video we're going to see how we declare our functions. We're going to remove this because I just want to show you guys how we're going to declare our functions. Alright, so we're going to create another comment section here. You guys can declare your function in three ways: declaring functions, because you guys needs to know the functions. The first way, you guys declare it inside the class, declare inside class. And what we call this method, this is called method. Our methods, or you guys hear all the time Java methods, PHP methods, you guys hear the C# methods or C++ methods. Methods our is called member functions. Alright, so if you guys have a class here, say you have a class, say Kotlin, and make sure you, when you declare your class, because you guys you're moving ahead towards the classes very rapidly, so the class, make sure you guys put the first character uppercase. If you guys want to put a class or class fast, or class clock, or class Kotlin, whatever class you guys want to put, and whatever functions you guys kind of put it here. Say Kotlin, it's method now. This is a member function. This is a member function. This is a member function, or you guys can call it methods as well. So when you guys hear that the Java method in exception IO, or Java method, this one Java, it means we are referring to the function inside the class of that class. So we are referring to functions that are inside the class of Kotlin. So there is a class, say there is a class Java function IO, then there is a method there that handles our whatever you guys do that. So you guys declare your function once, as I've shown you guys in the exception handling. If you guys look in here inside the file not found, if you guys look in here Java IO public class file not found exception, it means there is a class there and extends, and there is this extends this class. So there is a class there, and inside this class, this methods here, file reader, there is a method here inside this class which handles our request, which handles these things, which handle everything. So there is a classes here, file reader, and inside there's a method here that does whatever we want, so handles here. So this is exactly here we have a class Kotlin. You guys can call this class anywhere in the inside your program, and inside this class you guys needs to look at the function, and with the help of function you guys can do whatever you guys want to do, whatever programming. So if you guys want to declare something, say here welcome to Kotlin, and just call my function here. You guys can call this function anywhere, provided this file is inside the class. It's called method or member functions. Okay, what's the second way? The second way, outside classes. So there's one, the first one you guys declared inside the class, and there's another one is called outside classes. You guys just refer to these as functions. We gotta refer this only functions. Our in technical terms called top level functions. So technically, if you guys top level functions, if you guys seen this one, it means we are referring to functions. So that's the difference between function and method is a function is outside the class. Function outside class. Okay, so this function is outside the class. Okay, so the functions, so if you guys have a function and it's outside the class, you guys just call it top level functions technically, but normally you guys hear from time to time it says just functions. So functions is outside the class. So function any function that say you guys can put a function my function, and now my func is outside the class, and this function resides outside the class. Okay, so it has to be fun. Okay, so this function is outside the class, and this is just functions. That's what we call just a function, because this function is outside the class now, our top level function. And what's the third one? There is another function that you guys can declare inside the function. So with this one I have a func, and there's one you guys put in another fun here, second fun. Okay, so this function resides inside, you guys can declare this one inside another function. Okay, so there's a function that calls another function. This function is now calling this function. You guys normally put your functions here inside the main. Inside the main, where is the main? Inside the main, you guys calling your functions. You guys call your function inside another function. This function is called local functions. So local functions. Now these functions that you guys declare inside another function is called local function. So this local function now have access to all the variables inside this function. So this function, my func, have a variable. Say the variable is we put a val name is equal to, we put a Yazdani, for example, and the second one's val age, say is equal to 30. Now this function that you guys cleared, second func, is got access to these variables as well. So now this second function have access to the local variables inside this function. Alright, so we're gonna try to do that inside the main, because main is also a function. So and we're gonna come here, we're gonna get rid of this one. Say you guys want to declare your val name. You guys can put your name, is say Yazdani, and val, you guys can put your count or age, and you guys can put a 30. So you guys now, if you guys want, you guys declare another function inside this main function. So you guys can put a say fun wood, you guys can do that. So what happens here, I'm gonna get rid of this function, and I'm gonna put a fun wood, and this fun woods, now this fun woods inside this function, the main function. You guys can do this if you declare this one inside this function, and now this function have access to this variable inside this function. So you guys can put anything you guys like. So you guys can put a println, and you guys say hi, my name is, and you guys can put your name, and my age is, and you guys can declare your age. You can put your age here, and you guys come here, and you guys can put your function wood. You guys can call your function wood, because inside this function you guys do want to display, there is a two variables here. You guys just using the variable, and you guys calling your function here. So if you want to see, alright, so if you guys look at here, we have a function, and this function resides in this function, because if you guys look at here, that's body of the function main, and this function we have declared this function wood, and this function lives inside the main, but the main have a two variable, which is Yazdani first one, and the second one is age, and the function wood we are using the variable from the main. We don't have variable our own. inside the wood there is no variable, but there is variables outside the function wood, and here we are just calling this function wood. And if you guys look in here, I don't get an error because hi, my name is Yazdani and my age is 30. Alright, so this is called local functions, because these functions we declare inside another function, and the function that the first one, declaring function declared inside the class, is called methods or member functions. You hear methods all the time. From time to time you guys hear methods, and outside the function we call it, technically we call top level function, but normally it's function. And inside another function is, we have a function, say this is a class, and that's the method. And inside the function we have shown you guys that we haven't reached to, keep in mind, we haven't reached to classes, but when we reach class we're going to work on these methods and member functions. And when we came here, function main, and we have a two variable here, and our function wood, we declare function wood here, and we call function wood, but function wood use the two variables here inside the main function. So this is a local variable to main, but we can use the, so this function have access to all the variables inside this another function. So we declare this function inside this function. You guys can do that, and it's called local functions. So there are three ways we can declare our function, keep in mind. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you guys got any question or comment, leave in the comment box. Otherwise I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.